The Flying Scot by come on, where's the mouse gone? Okay. Right, let me pause that a minute. I'll turn the game over in just a minute. Flying Scot is by andrewjohnshort. West Coast Main Line North, Class 68. Okey-doke. You can already see the game. Excellent. Good afternoon. Welcome to this Class 68 ScotRail service to Glasgow. Open the doors and let your passengers on board, which I have now done. You want Western Lines of Scotland, Ben? Yeah, I would be only too happy to oblige. F2 cancel. It is the solution to just about every problem in the game. Oh, the wipers do work eventually. The snow has been causing problems all day, and although things are starting to get back to normal, there's a lot of rail traffic, so take care. What lights have we got? The wrong ones, I would imagine. No, we've got the right ones. Woohoo! Yeah, the flickering texture is because you've got two platforms that are right next to each other and overlaid, so it's Z fighting constantly. Oh yeah, I have got all trains installed, but it's asking for Virgin trains and things like that that I don't have, so because they don't exist on Steam. Okay, time to go. You haven't seen the 68 yet, Captain Jenks? It's really quite nice. It's quite a challenge to drive, actually, because it's got sort of an odd braking system. Well, what's really cool is you've got different systems down here that all work. So you can see what's going on. Oh, got a green light. Excellent. Very little brakes at all. Will the 88 be added? I've got no idea. I can't talk about things that may or may not be added in the future, unfortunately. They're just going to rename to effectively Tree Traders Greater Anglia on the island. They're going to get rid of the Abellio name. Favourite train and route in the game? I've got lots of favourite routes and trains, to be honest. Yeah, I noticed the external AWS sound was on. There it is. Boink. That's gone. Got another wee beggar waiting for me over there. J Money, I've run both the S160 and the GWR Saint on advanced. In fact, I try and run all of Victory Works locos on advanced. Yeah, unfortunately there's no way of getting an external AWS at the moment. Yeah, no, I want a German one with PZB, Simon. The 88 is overhead electric, Whitemead. That's the difference. Good man, Simon, good man. Fit the Isle of Wight with PZB. You could, but it still wouldn't be as because you can't really change lanes all that much. So most of the time, PZB wouldn't really do an awful lot, I don't think, except at the ends. Still on double yellow though, which is good. I am slowing down to get some space. It's Arnold, welcome sir. Oh, speed limits it need acknowledging, yeah, under certain circumstances. I can't really do flyby while I've got all these yellows at the moment. I will see what I can do though. B Harrison, what PC? This is the gaming PC. I always do my gaming on the Chill Blast. The streaming PC is one that was upstairs in my daughter's room that she wasn't using. That was a reasonable spec. Oh, speaking of tea. Speaking of tea. You're stuck at a level crossing, are you, Dave? Shame. Oh yeah. Cheers, folks. Green tea with lemon tonight. We're still following double yellows, which is good. It means we still have sight of the rolling light in front of us, but we are sufficiently far away we can maintain a good line speed. Minecraft Man JC, we are running the Class 68 on the West Coast Main Line North. That was nice. GG poll. Right, it's on the other system as well. There we go. Now I shouldn't have an external alarm. Can I play OMSI at some point? Yeah, I am going to look at doing OMSI at some point. Not soon, but it will be at some point. Ah, green light. I've got 80 limits. I've just slowed down for the 80 limit. Picture fail? How do you mean, Captain Jenks? And Fernbus. Do people still want to see Fernbus? That's better. Now I'm getting the right AWS. That's dropped 70 to 60. Wow, my hearing must be bad. I can't hear it do it. I can only just hear it make the sound for the bad AWS. I can't hear the good one at all. Is it making a sound? Can you guys hear it, or is it just really quiet? What about Bus Simulator 16? Or does everyone loathe and detest that one? Because I quite like Bus Simulator 16. It is quite quiet, so in that case I won't feel so bad. Do it properly. City Skylines, yeah, well at some point we'll get back to doing Skylines as well. Arnold, can't believe I actually did it, Matt. Feels great to actually have a working, highest, non-custom settings, less DLC version of End of an Era. Thank you very much, Arnold, and I am looking forward to playing your scenario, which we're going to do next week, folks. It's End of an Era RC2, it's on Steam Workshop now if you want to go and play it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that scenario, Arnold. It sounds really good. It's a really interesting journey you've gone on from working out or going from what you wanted to do to trying other ideas to ending up with the scenario. It's a good lesson, I think, for everybody to make the scenario that works rather than necessarily the scenario you wanted to make. Any new games are worth a look. Yeah, there's Industry Manager, I think it is. Oh, here we go. We're getting reports of an incident outside Motherwell. We're likely to be diverted after I stop there. You will receive further details when you reach Motherwell. .8 miles. Brakes are on, slowing down for Motherwell. Baked Bean Kid, you don't understand why I don't stream Tentacle Monsters versus Lesbian Zombies 3. It's well, that one slipped by me, to be honest. Nice, Master Monkey. A cup of tea with 5 lemons squeezed into it. That sounds rather good, actually. I'll take that. No questions. Am I going to Nebworth Motherwell? I shouldn't think so, not at this speed. Yeah, Ben, I think what will be really interesting is to work out, you know, what other forums are there that you use, that other people are using, that, you know, you think would be good to sort of tell people about the stream. Without spamming them, obviously. Don't want to spam anybody. I don't know, everyone's complaining about the brakes. This thing brakes quite firmly, actually. How many viewers is Twitch expecting for a partnership? They want the average to be 100 to 125. Tea with cinnamon. I'm not a fan of cinnamon. Not a fan of cinnamon at all. Outside and Horn. Okay, all trains being diverted by Brato's Viaduct due to a derailment up ahead. Please be aware that the speed limit is 15 as we leave the main line at the next junction. Power on. I'm at 91 average, yeah. Oh yeah, but the numbers are always, you know, a lot of the recent numbers are up over 100. We've had a couple where I've streamed a game and the average has gone way down, like I did the Forza stream, and the average was like 50. It's those kinds of things that that really hurt getting the stream. So that's why I need to stop getting the thing, because I need to stop doing that for a little while. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to get the partnership. And similarly, when I do the evening stream, sometimes it's I like this detail of putting all the red lights in there. That's cool. That looks to me like it's a 5 mile/h limit. Oh no, that's going left. Speeding after a reminder, yeah, well. Ooh, cool. That's not good. Wasn't me. Don't blame me. Oops. It's not good, is it? Oh, 75 limit. Just need to check the next light. Looks like that's a double yellow. Spilt iron brew. If it was spilt iron brew, we'd be stopping the train and go back and help. The world does not need spilt iron brew. .75 limit, and we are doing. We've got a green light, which is good. 30 limit coming up. 12, 13 miles to Glasgow Central. Drop the speed down to 30. Yeah, this is very quiet, and it is genuinely quiet. Whoops. Oh yeah, the viewer numbers generally are actually in a good place, if I'm honest. They're I just need to keep it that way without doing little streams, or without doing low viewer streams to keep it that way. We're home free, to be honest. It's just these other odd streams, and running the main stream too long is what's making it not happen. Master Monkey, if I make a workshop scenario, would you play for it? Absolutely. Once you make, a lot of people do make scenarios and then submit them via the suggestion system. They will eventually get played. Presumably we're swinging back onto the other line now. When I get partnership, I'll go back to exploring other games and start broadening the user base again. Because the goal is to broaden the user base ideally, and rather than just being a one-trick pony like we are at the moment. But broadening the user base would mean we wouldn't get partnership for 6 to 12 months, bluntly. So let's get the partnership first, and then we can broaden the user base. You just found where David Cameron came to visit the office. Yes, I showed him Flight Simulator. You've got 2 on the list to be played, have you, David? Bells Hill. It's like Hell's Bells, but Bells Hills. I've lost my mouse again. There it is. 65. Up we go. Yeah, there is no. We don't have a Virgin license. That's why there's no Virgin livery. Which means we can't. You've got to treat the liveries and logos like copyrighted artwork, essentially. So if they say no, you can't use it, then it's simple. No, you can't use it, and that's why there's no Virgin livery. Hey, Lucasone, welcome. Cup of tea. There is Virgin that exists as AI. It would have been unbranded if it came on Steam, unless you've installed the one. So the just about every Virgin train has been reskinned unofficially. Master Monkey, I'll be here until probably 11:30 or so, and at that point we should be hightailing it to Stratford to go and ride on the first Night Tube Jubilee Line train. Oh, that's a good idea, Arnold A. Strimmer. We could livery the trains Virgin Railways. I think that might be a SPAD. I think that might be a spud. We might make it. We might make it. We might make it. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We made it. It took emergency brakes, but we made it. Everyone's going, no! Right, do we need to tab through? Yes, we... No, no, that one's there. That's probably going to clear... Oh, it is, it's cleared. Why are the brakes so spongy? How do you mean spongy? The brakes actually work really, really well. When you consider how fast we just stopped from 60 miles an hour. What town is the DTG office in? It's Chatham. In Kent. Postcode is Mike Echo 4 November Tango, if I remember rightly. Yellow light, so I'm just going to move it forward gently. It was unbranded, Pendennis. That Virgin Trains Mark III coach did not have the Virgin logo on it. And these days we tend not to do unbranded versions if possible, particularly with big companies like Virgin Trains that tend to be very... I mean, Virgin is a brand, and they tend to be quite litigious in some cases. So, not only that, I don't want to upset them. I kind of would like to work with them in the future. So it's a case of when someone says no, you respect their wishes, and then you go back and task them later on, and we shall see. Those coaches were by UV, yes they were. Green light. Why did David Cameron come over to the Dovetail Games offices? I can't remember the reason now. It's something. It was a policy thing that they wanted to go and talk to a couple of businesses like ours in front of the press and discuss some things. I don't know the exact details. They just said show him Flight Sim, so I showed him Flight Sim. Right, let's get sped up. Where the train in front is going to be speeding up to 90 now, so we can go up, speed up as well. Lemon Team, Bacon Sarnies, and let him play a tech demo. There you go. There you go. Bacon Sarnies with brown sauce as well. Got to do it properly. Limit coming up. That's all fine. Oh, is that the train we were following? What track I are? See you later, Nemi boy. DJSB, you are more than welcome to send me a Twitch message anytime you like. Same for anybody else. Feel free to send me a Twitch message. I will try and make an effort to reply to it. I'm not very good at that, but You can also pester the living daylights out of me if I don't reply to it as well. But yeah, feel free to send me a message. I'll whisper it to you in a minute, Oscar, if I can find it. Actually, Lucasone, can you do that? Can you, Oscar, 0110 _, can you send him whisper him a copy of what the postal address for the office is? I can't. He can't find it on the Dovetail website. Down to 75, still following green. GNER is the liver you remember when you were really young. Yeah, and you make me sick. Simon, yeah, always send me stuff. Send me that updated, because you were translating it into English, weren't you, if I remember rightly? Which is epic. This loco is really quiet, isn't it? But in reality, it is really quiet. Although I don't quite know why that sound is as quiet as it is. The HP Brown. There's nothing wrong with Daddy's Brown either, but I normally go with HP Brown. Yeah, these modern cabs are whisper cabs. They're really, really quiet. Daddy's red sauce. OMG. Bearing in mind, I'm in idle at the moment. Just doesn't seem to be making much noise, this train at the moment, does it? .30 limit coming up. Let's get slowed down for that. Gouger, welcome, sir. That would have been the advance warning for 30, no doubt. Captain Jenks, you want to play Train Sim? I don't want to leave. Well, we slowed down a bit too prematurely there. I don't know, everyone's complaining about this loco having no brakes. This loco's got fantastic brakes. One and a half miles to Glasgow Central. C2C network. Yeah, I must admit that's a route I've actually done a bunch of research on, because I was going to build it back in the dawn of time. Yeah, the C2C network. Although I don't know if it was C2C when I was planning on doing it. But yeah, it is quite. It's a nice self-contained goes places railway that features London and also goes out to the beach. And then there's a little tiny railway on the pier as well. I did a spab with the 68 once. I didn't say that I was infallible. That would be stupid of me to say I was infallible, given the evidence on YouTube. Vast, huge quantities of it. Night, MC Bone. Platform 3, or route 3, track 3, whatever. Let's just drop it down the last bit to 20. And then we'll look at bringing it down to stop. I guess the thing that people might find difficult and need to get used to is this has got manually lapped brakes like the TGV. In fact, it's very similar to the TGV in a lot of respects. What routes have you got in the UK, P-Schlick? The other option, if you like German routes, is the BR266, which have run pretty much on all the German routes, I think. How do you use manually lapped brakes? Well, crudely, they've got a release state, a hold state, and an apply state. Apply makes them go more and more and more on. Hold sets them where they are, and release makes them go slightly less. So if you look down at the gauge here, if I put them into the apply state, that's the hold state, go to the apply state, they go on. Put it back to hold, and then that locks them there, and I get a gentle braking. If I put it into the release state, they go off. And the yellow one is like your equalising reservoir on American locos, in that if I put it in apply and put the yellow line down to there and hold, the red line will eventually come down to it. Now I've forgotten what signal's mine. Trackside Simulations, welcome sir. You don't have any UK routes, P-Schlick. What routes do you have? What's the point of manually lap brakes? I don't know. I must admit, I was surprised to see manually lap brakes on modern trains, but hey, it happens, so. I don't know why that says 1.4, given that we're going to 1.2. 15 limit as we come into Glasgow Central 12. David, lap brakes are easily controlled. By lap, you mean manual or self? These are manually lap brakes, but then there's auto lap brake, the automatically lap brakes. They're the ones that where you just put the lever in the appropriate position. I think maybe that might be more of a problem for different loads, because then the auto lap will be not necessarily in the same place for different things. Whereas here I can control exactly how much brake I want to put on. I know you could put a bus in there, never mind. Next scenario is 455/8 on South London Network. Maybe these brakes are like the modern versions of steam loco brakes. Yeah, they work very similar in that it's the same manual lapping process: release, hold, apply. Right, you made it. You can switch off the engine. This is the last service today. C2C I thought was coast to coast, but then that's capital to coast. Sorry, it's capital to coast. Right. You hate to admit it, but you drove that difficult scenario really well, other than the emergency brake at the red light. Yeah, other than that was great. Okay.